Okay, it's recording, and I think I only have 30 minutes anyway, so I'll try to buzz through. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. There we go. Okay. Thumbs up if you can see my screen.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you guys to just kind of mute or lower your volume at your end. Okay, so thank you guys so much for coming. It really means a lot to me. And I really wanted to just go over a couple things today and basically just go over some of the issues that you guys had commented in our group. So here we go. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the challenge packs. It's Team Cup, so I'm really excited. I know not everybody is doing it, but I'm really happy that a lot of us are doing it. And there are 7 challenge packs on sale this month. So you can check out the FAQ to see everything, but size, all varieties of size with Kickstart, with Shakeology, they're on sale. And then also 21-Day Fix and Fix Extreme, they're on sale as well with the Kickstart package. And then they are also doing the Shakeology and the 3-Day Refresh challenge pack again. So there's 7 to pick from. So that is something super awesome especially for Team Cup time, because I feel like those are such great programs and everybody loves 21-Day Fix, and it's a really good one to be promoting. So that way you can just kind of, and the other thing I wanted to say was, a lot of times Laura in TNT Dynasty will post, really great helpful information. So she had just posted that there are some apps for Droid and iPhone, and I started using it. There's one, it's like the Beachbody apps. I don't know if you guys looked in TNT Dynasty. I didn't post it in our page yet, but it is a piece of cake. You don't have to go to like coaching links anymore and like type in your info. You can actually, and if you're managing like a spouse account, you can have their number in there too, and it just automates everything for you. It is so easy. So I did that today, and I highly recommend you download it. Trudy, I know that, and Alyssa, I think you have a Droid, right? So I think there's one for you there. Alyssa, did you have to pay for yours?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Okay, awesome. So download that because it's super easy. Okay. So a huge thing that came up that a lot of us are talking about that we're having problems with is time management. So I wanted to give some strategies and some information and just some helpful tips on this. I'm doing a lot of training on it. And I have felt like super scatterbrained because there are so many things going on in my head. I'm sure we all sort of feel this way. There's so much stuff to learn about with Beachbody, and on top of the fact that we all either are working jobs, or we have children, or we work our tails off. Just life is really busy. So basically where you want to start is to write your to-do list. And they always say, eat that frog. You want to look at your to-do list, and then you want to prioritize like the top 3 to 5 most important things that have to happen. And I'll post this PowerPoint in our page too. Feel free to write down notes and stuff for yourself, but I'll have this available for you guys if I can figure out how to do it. But basically, make that to-do list. I sometimes have like a gigantic list, and then I pull out all the things that have to happen. It's like do or die. It has to happen today. And I kind of went out of order. I'm going to go out of order. I was just like jotting things down. But you first start with your to-do list, and you want to get rid of distractions. So basically I'll go to the last one. I have really looked hard at my schedule, and I have set business hours that I've really been sticking to. I used to kind of like respond to any message that I got as fast as possible. Or I just was like in the middle of a conversation and hear like my phone dinging, and then I'm like trying to do that while, I'm with my kids. And I just felt like I really wasn't being fair to them or my husband. So what I do, and maybe it sounds crazy, but it's been working out very well for me the last few days, is I wake up at 4:30 because my kids are up by like 5:30, 6 o'clock. And so I get up and I come straight into my office. I actually have my phone where I can't reach it, so I have to get out of bed. And I just kind of say, I'm up. And I think about my why, and I'm like, I'm going to just do this because I have to. So my business hours, what works for me is 4:30 until whenever the heck those kids get out of bed. And in that time, I'm like jamming out my to-do list. So I personally will do like 4:30 to 6, maybe 6:30. And then on lunch, if I have a break, or in between clients, if something happens, I'll check my messages and respond to anybody at that point. And then like right now, I'll wrap it up at the end of the day and spend maybe another hour. And I know that sounds like a lot, and you guys don't all have to do that, but I really, really want to grow a business. So I'm putting in the time now because I know it's going to be worth it. But if you have 1 hour a day, then you just take that 1 hour, but it has to be consistent, and you do that 1 hour every day. So you have your to-do list, you have your schedule. The next thing is getting rid of distractions. I had a conversation with Eric. I actually have had conversations with the girls, and they know that mommy's doing business, and that I need quiet time. I'm not going to say that they don't come in, but I explain it again, and they really have caught on. They'll be like, Mommy, you're doing business? So that really has worked, just to really talk to them about how important this is to me. So that it takes a while. It takes a while for them to understand, but they do get it now. So the other thing I wanted to tell you guys about, I don't know if you're aware of it, kill your news feed and get rid of distractions. It's kind of the same thing. Like I'm in this like little tiny office and the lighting is dark, but I'm in here and like there's no distraction. But there's something called Kill Your News Feed. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but I just downloaded it. I downloaded it through Google Chrome, and I just Googled Kill Your News Feed or something, and just this thing. So anytime I go on Facebook now, I only use Google Chrome because I don't see anything. Like there's nothing that comes up. And since I've been using that, I have been so much more productive, because I personally get really distracted by notifications and seeing someone's news feed and, oh, it's her birthday, I should say happy birthday. Like I cannot focus. So that has been huge. So I highly suggest you download that. And then set a timer. So I will set a timer for, maybe I'll just do like 30 minutes or something. Usually when it's coming to like inviting, maybe I'll do like 20 minutes, and like those invites have to happen. I don't like doing the invites. They are not my favorite part. But I just bust them out and get them over with. They're probably one of the very first things I do because I hate to do them. I don't always hate to do them. I shouldn't say that, but I get nervous kind of like, I think a lot of us get a little uncomfortable with invites. I know that was one of the things that you guys had mentioned that we'll talk about later. But it has helped so much because then I just do it and it's over with, and then I can address the other stuff. So I skipped around there, but I think I got them all. The timer, getting rid of distractions, kill your news feed, working from a list. Oh, that's something I wanted to address. But working from a list, this is where I think it can get distracting too. Like if you're thinking, okay, well, I need to invite my 3 people to coaching or to whatever, and you're not knowing who to invite, and you're kind of scrolling through your friends list. and you're like, well, I don't know about her, and I don't know about this person or that person, and you find yourself scrolling and scrolling, and then time is going by, and you're like, oh shoot, oh my god, my alarm is going off, it's been 20 minutes, crap, I didn't do my invites. Just what you want to do is actually generate a list of people, so you're not scrolling. There's actually a way you can export your friends list to a what is it called? It's another file. It's just like a Excel spreadsheet or something. I forget what it's called, but you just export it. You can Google it, or I can tell you guys how to do it. So you don't even go on Facebook. You can actually just look at all your friends, and then you can kind of just start crossing off who you've reached out to or talked to. So that's another thing that I meant by work from a list, as well as your to-do list. Like, just jam it out so you're not really spending that time wasting it scrolling through news feeds. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys in that area. Excuse me, I'm going to end this early so that we can answer some questions at the end too. Okay, so then another one that we were brought up was the fear of inviting. And as I just mentioned too, it can be uncomfortable. You kind of sometimes think, what are they going to say? Or what are they going to think of me? You know, maybe you're hearing things from your friends or your family or people that are really close to you, and they aren't really that supportive. So you're not really feeling the positive energy from them. But you got to get over it. You got to get uncomfortable. You got to dive in. And it's important to think about why you're doing this. Don't let a couple people being negative make you feel negative. You know what? Those are the people then that aren't ready for it, and that's fine. But there are people that genuinely want help. And I have found that some of the people that I've reached out to that I was afraid of reaching out to have thanked me so much. Like, this one person said, you know, thank you so much for reaching out to me. Like, I didn't really know how to approach you. Like, I find your posts inspiring and stuff, but I just didn't know what to say. So thank you for actually messaging me. And I was honestly like, oh, okay, you're welcome. Like, I just was really surprised to hear that response, because it was just refreshing to know that people are watching you and you are super inspiring. And sometimes they don't know how to approach you about it. Even if you're saying, just comment below, just like my post, they still don't do that. So it's important to do those private messages and reach out to them. So just get over it. But I've been doing a lot of research on it. And some of the top coaches, Anita Myron had done a YouTube video, and so I kind of jotted down some of her ideas. She was in the top 10 coaches this year. She said she creates an event page, and then she shares that post, that event page, on Facebook. Now, I don't think you should just like let everybody like start inviting them. Like, don't let everybody in, you know, like you just ask them to comment below if they're interested. And then that way you can start dialogue to see if it's something that they would be interested in doing. And you can go back and forth from there, but that generates tons of eyes on your page, because when it's a public event basically. So, and I know you can put restrictions on it, but when someone likes that, their friends see that they've liked it. And you guys, I don't know if you remember this, but I did like a crock pot event, like, I don't know when it was several months ago. That thing blew up. I don't even know who was in that group. There were people I never even met, and they were like, yes, I'm part of your crockpot group. So I know that it works, and I actually had created a lot of friends out of that. So you can do that. And she said a really good way to get eyes on it too is using a before and after picture. So that's something that you could try. I know some of you guys have some stellar before and after pictures that this could really work for. You do need to private message people. You can talk to them face to face at work. You can wherever. You can do it over the phone, or you can text. You can do whatever your heart desires. But if you are going to use Facebook as a social media tool for your business, and most of us we're here, you know, through Facebook, you have to private message. When there's like some weird algorithm. So when Facebook sees that you guys are private messaging, they think that you guys are close, they think you're friends, and so they're going to see all your posts that you're putting out there. So you do not need to reach out to a stranger that you haven't talked to in like 5-10 years, or like an old distant friend that you haven't spoken with, and just start talking about Beachbody. That's totally not the idea at all. Like when I quote unquote invite, I might just send like 5 or 6 messages, sometimes 10, just to say hello to somebody. I don't bring up Beachbody, and we may go back and forth. And I will tell you that with those people, they have, almost all of them have come back to me down the road to be like, you know what is this Beachbody thing that you're doing? So that's kind of what I consider like inviting too. You're just sort of inviting into like, creating a friendship again. So don't discount that. It doesn't have to be fake or false. Just look at their page and just start commenting on some things or saying hi to them privately. It's a really nice way. And plus, it's just a positive thing for you. Also, it's really nice to start making more friends that way. I posted earlier today some scripts on inviting. It's an 11-page document that Laura had put in the TNT Dynasty. And I think what ended up happening is it's the women from the Bombshell Dynasty who are like 10-star, 15-star diamonds, whatever. They're huge. Maybe not that big, but they all are doing really well. And they have examples of what they have been using on inviting. So I really recommend going there. I looked at it and it had some good ideas. I personally would change up some of the wording, just the way they address people, but I think it was really good content. So just make it your own and just look at it for some inspiration. And just remember that 9 out of 10 times the answer is going to be no. And I think that totally sucks when people say no, but at the same time, you can't take it personally. They're not ready for it. It's okay. You offered them the opportunity to do right now, and now is just not the right time. But I really mean it, guys. If you are consistent with posting on Facebook or just doing your 3 vital behaviors, they will be back, and you are going to be surprised, but they will be back. And then the fortune is in the follow-up. So many times I have had people say, yeah, this sounds so interesting, or can you tell me more about that? That sounds really cool. And I write back, and then it's like total crickets. Don't forget about those people. Maybe you can, I've talked to all of you about this, but there's actually this one person that I have been talking to for like 6 months now. And like she literally takes a month to write back between our messages. And I finally got her where she said, I think I'd like to try Shakeology and 21 Day Fix. So I'm really hoping it doesn't take another month, but I'm just happy because I know she's interested and I can help her. She's super busy, but don't discount the fortune and the follow-up, because you may think you're being annoying, but I mean, you're going to be annoying if you message them twice a day, every single day for like a week. Yes, but you do want to follow up. Okay. Stay consistent. It'll be good. Okay. So I hope this slide doesn't look scary, but I actually just kind of copied and pasted something from the Coach Basics training that is already going, not for the brand new coaches, but for last month. And it's about the price objection. So I just put this in here because I think that can be kind of hard to address. So what she was saying is, okay, so your friend's like, oh, I'd love to do this, but I have no money. Okay. So she is saying, so what you want to do is kind of don't really address that objection. Say, okay, I'm really happy that you would see the value in the challenge group, talk about that. And then I understand where you're coming from. I've had a lot of people that had the same concern when they first got started, but I still want to help you. And actually, this is something that I do. I actually often offer like the free 30-day trial, but I think I will be trying some of these new ones. So she asks, so what you want to say is, okay, can I ask you what part of the challenge group were you most excited about? And just wait for their response. Because what you're doing when you are asking these questions, instead of saying, okay, let me know if you have the funds in the future, bye. Like, instead of doing that, because then they sort of feel like a number that way too. And don't feel like you're being an annoying pest by following up with a question. You know, sincerely ask them, okay, well, what part were they interested in? And then that will help guide you with more answers for them. And then you could say, with the sacrifices you'd have to make to get started, would it be worth it if you reached your fitness goals? And there's like a psychology in this too. I mean, you're getting them to really think about their goals and think about why they want to do this anyway. And yeah, the truth is, you know, money is a nice excuse not to do something, but most likely, people can come up with that money. I see a lot of people going out spending money on like new clothes or going to the bar or going out to a nice dinner where, you know, they could have purchased 21 Day Fix for $58 and they probably dropped $100, you know, out for dinner and drink. So, you know, that money is sort of more of an excuse for most people, not everybody. And then another thing you could say is, I just don't want to let the financial concerns keep you from taking some important steps that could sincerely change your life. How do you think we can make this work? What can we do? You ask those questions or whatever is appropriate and just wait for them to get back to you, because you don't want to stop that conversation. You really want to keep them talking with you. And then maybe they really will just say, no, not right now. And that is okay. And you may be like, oh God, I just put in like all the time and you just said no. But I'm telling you, it's okay, and they will be back. They will be. As long as you just check in with them every now and then and genuinely just want to help them. I have a lady who I'm working with now, and she's super pumped. She's really has never done anything like this. So she is going to do the 30-day free trial. And I can tell you from experience, I've had a lot of people do the free 30-day trial and they purchase challenge packs afterwards. So that is a great way to help people so they can understand what the challenge groups are like. And then they also see other people are liking Shakeology and they want to try it too. And I also, this is at the bottom of the screen here too, I always also tell them about the money back guarantee. Because I tell them, I don't know if you guys all know this, but they can have every single shake serving and then mail back the bag or the packets or whatever and get their money back. So that works for people that really are very wary about the financial situation. Okay. And then let's going to wrap up with this part. I don't know how long it's been, 20-ish minutes. Good. I want you guys now to really, please start thinking about Super Saturday. It's every quarter, and this quarter, April 2nd, Coach Jimmy is coming, and that is huge. If you don't know Coach Jimmy, Google him. He was like a three-time college dropout. He was overweight, and now look at this guy. I just put this picture on here because I thought it was cool, because he does get his coaches to time and get money. This guy is like amazing. And I also thought it was really good because he's a male. Any of you lovely ladies that have spouses that might want to bring your husbands along, maybe that would help them too, to see and understand how you guys are all feeling. But it's awesome. When you go there and you're surrounded by other coaches and you get good training, it's amazing. And I cannot wait to hear from you, because I've never seen like a live coaching training like that. So I don't know what he's going to train on, but I don't care. I just want to see Coach Jimmy. So I really want us all to get together. I'm telling you guys about it now. I'm going to keep mentioning it because it's really only 2 months away. If you work, see if you can swap schedules with somebody, do whatever you can, get daycare. It's only from like 9 to 1. It usually ends at 12 with a workout at the end. So Allison and I went together last time, and we ended up leaving at noon. I just didn't want to do another hammer and chisel workout, to be honest. But anyway, I have 10 minutes. I'm setting my timer. Otherwise, I have to pay for this thing. No way. So the coach coach ticket is $21, $21.50, and then there's a guest ticket. So I actually wanted to challenge all of us to bring a guest. So maybe that's your husband or whatever, or maybe it's just a friend. But I really encourage us all to bring somebody to that. So with that being said, can you guys see that like little thing saying upgrade on here? No?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
can? No. Anyway, so I wanted to just open it up to any questions. What do you?
I have a question, Tina.
Yeah.
One of the first things you said was about the changing your news feed so you can't see anything. Can you change it back, like
Yeah.
really easy? Because then later on in the day when you want to regularly go on and wish people happy birthdays and be a normal person.
Oh, well, you can actually see that. Like you can see it in the sidebar, but you're not going to see anybody's news feed. It just kills the news feed. But honestly, I'm not really, I'm sure you can change that, but I use Safari on my computer normally. So it's only through Google Chrome. So if Chrome is not your normal, what's that called? Your
Browser?
Yes, thank you. Your browser. Then I don't know. That's a little too technologically advanced for me. All I know, I don't know the answer to that, Kate. I'm sure you could switch it back pretty easily. I just don't know.
Well, we have both, but so what you're saying is you log on through one or the other? Like, so when you're, when you want to just, work and not see everybody's news feeds, you log on through Chrome, but if you wanted to go on and say happy birthday to people, you would log on through Explorer?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, we have both, but I thought I heard somewhere that they were kind of getting rid of Explorer, but it doesn't really matter. I'm sure there's other browsers out there. So.
Yeah, I use Safari.
Oh, that's right. That's what you said. Okay.
But I'm sure it doesn't really matter. I think that you can download this like kill your newsfeed thing for any browser.
Yeah, they might all have them.
I couldn't find them, and it was super easy with Google Chrome, so that's what I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Anybody else have questions? Angela, you look like you have a question. But you have to unmute yourself.
Oh, buddy.
I actually don't have a question. I was just sitting down in the basement.
What was that?
Wait, Angela, you're sounding really weird. Something weird is happening on your head.
I know. Well, I'm on the phone here, and I'm like, oh, my God, what just happened?
Something weird is happening, and it sounds like a monster.
Yeah.
I can't really.
It's kind of scary on this end here.
I have to do a screen time. I don't even know how to do that again. I don't know. All right, Angela, talk to me later because you sound really, really funny. Oh my gosh. Anybody else have questions?
How often do you follow up after people kind of say, like, not right now, I'm either strapped for cash or I'm too busy?
I usually follow up. I want to see your face. I usually follow up every, where are you?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see. There you go, Allison. I follow up sometimes I'll follow up the next day, like 24 hours to 48 hours, just to say what's going on. If it's crickets, I'll wait another couple days. And then if it's still crickets, I'll wait like another 2 weeks or something. But I do follow up every, and then I'll follow up like once a month, legitimately once a month. Anybody else? Guys, this was like my first Zoom call. I felt like that was kind of successful.
You did good.
Yeah, thanks. How do I, before you guys all go, how do I, no one else has done a Zoom call, have they? I want to see all of you at the same time, and I don't know how to do that. Okay. So, Angela, do you want to try one more time? Because I have like 4 minutes left. I don't know.
Can you hear me?
No, that's
Ooh, creepy.
and it's like slow motion and it's really deep like this.
Can you hear me?
Oh my god. Sound like you're going to like hold our children for ransom or something.
It really does.
Do you get it? So, can you hear me now? No?
Oh my.
How about now?
Don't even, you gotta stop, it's really scary. Okay, on that really good note, I am going to I'm gonna end this, guys. Let's do, we're gonna do this every month, once a month, and I'll let you guys know when the next one is, but get out there, invite, also do your personal development. That's gigantic, guys. Stop that, or start it if you haven't. Okay, you guys can all go if you want. I don't know how to stop recording.
Okay, I'm going to hang up. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Is that an end?
I don't know. I have to. There.
Is that an bye? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
How do I shut it off?
I don't know how to stop recording.
Okay.
I think I can do it. Well, I'll stop recording after you go.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, you don't know how to do it either.
No, it's like not. Oh, here we go. Maybe.
This thing better not charge me. I'm gonna freak out. I gotta like stop this.
I know. Okay. I'm gonna X out.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.